Hey guys, what is up? Sorry for that. I just simply clicked the wrong button. How's it going? My name is Fersamina. Today we're going to begin a new series, not gaming series. It's a Photoshop tutorial series. If you're following my videos, you will find out that I've been making for a long time actually Photoshop videos. Sorry, in the end of my videos, I make pictures using Photoshop. And I keep telling you, I took my first lecture, second lecture, learned new things. So I decided each lecture that I take, I will give you what I took in a tutorial. Okay? So let's get this started. First of all, at least I had this problem before anything. I was pretty dumb knowing Photoshop. I didn't know anything. So, this is what Photoshop CS6 would look to you. Okay? But I like to change the layout by pressing this button. Here it is. I love this. And where was it? Where was it? Window, workspace, reset essentials. Okay? This will reset the whole workspace to the default. You see? It returned to its previous shape. So, without further ado, let's start making a new untitled blah 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 blah. No, really. New file, new or control and N. And you actually can't draw here. So you must be here and choose whatever blah 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 and then web. Oh no, that's so slow. Small. 800, maybe 900 and 700. Nah, better. Okay. And I really look before anything. Can you see this? This is the background. It's like the desktop, but you can't change anything on it. It's white. You can make it a transparent background, but it's white. So as you can see, it's locked here, right here. It's locked. And how to unlock it is actually a good question that I asked for myself. Now, before you learn it, I must show you what is a layer. A layer is created by simply pressing this button. As you can see here, layer 1. You can't put a layer below background. A layer is something like you can make actually a painting. Yeah, for example, if we draw Mickey Mouse, personally, I'll make the ears on a layer, the eyes on another layer, the face itself on another layer, and the mouth on a whole other layer, and the background on another layer. Why all of this? Because it's very important to not to make a specific part on a layer so that you can edit the specific part without editing the other parts. You can't simply you can't press edit Mickey Mouse ears while the whole face and ears and everything is on one layer. If you try to move the ears, the whole face will move. So no effects, no Photoshop at all, nothing will happen. So you have to create a bunch of layers. Okay. Hey, I want no background, for example. This is actually pretty easy. See? Double click the background, press OK. Just leave all of these, we'll learn them later. The color of the layer, actually I love none, so opacity 100%. Okay, it became layer 0, so we can actually delete it now. And as you can see, this is called the transparent background. Okay, this is a transparent background. You can put whatever image on it and it'll just simply stick. But if it was for this white background, it would simply be like, if you put something, it actually won't be put. The white image will appear if you put something on this layer, a background. Okay, so I'll simply delete it by dragging it to this bin. Okay, so I wanna make a rectangle, a red rectangle. So how is this? Look, can you see this one? This, if you keep pressing it, it's a Marquee Tool, elliptical and rectangular. This is a row and column, so it is like this. Okay, and this we really don't want. So rectangular, and for example, I want my rectangle like this on layer 1. Here it is. It simply just selected the area in the shape of a rectangle. Didn't select anything. This is called the Marquee Selection Tool. So, how to actually put color in the selection? You see, look, you see this one? The paint bucket with G, okay? Here it is, and you click this one and choose the color. I want it red, so here it is. This is the current, this is the new, so you can preview it. Okay, and then left click. Ta-da! It's a red rectangle. So, what would you want to do with, you want to remove the selection now. You can remove it with 2 ways actually. First, select, deselect, or Control and D. I don't know on Mac what is it. I've never used a Mac. I don't know its buttons. Okay. So as you can see here, layer 1 only contains this. Okay. So what about I want to move it? You can do it in 2 ways. First way is to select this one, the move tool, or V, and move it. But remember, you must be on the layer which you have the figure on it. So if I click layer, if I click layer 2 and try to move, nothing will move because there's nothing on layer 2. So I want to make this rectangle invisible for the current time. I want to see something behind it. Ta-da! Click the eye. It makes the layer invisible. Okay? But I want to color the background. Should I color it on the layer that contains the shape? Wrong! You shouldn't color it on the shape, on the layer that contains the shape, because, see, ta-da! This what will happen. It will cover the shape. So you must have an empty layer, drag it and make it the lowest layer so it can be below everything that you have drawn so far, and choose the secondary color. Okay, for example, I want a turquoise background, and Control and backspace. Ta-da! But hey, I don't want to use this secondary color. I want to use this one as a background. Then Alt and backspace. Yeah, sorry, because it's red, so it's wrong. Alt and backspace. Here it is. Okay, what if I put the layer right here? The shape will be invisible. And as I told you, you can make it invisible to preview something or edit something below it. Okay, but I really don't want this background, so I will undo it. Well, in Photoshop, undoing is pretty different. Control plus Z, okay, is undoes one time. If you want to undo more than one time, then Control plus Alt plus Z and keep pressing them till you undo whatever you want. Okay. Another thing I want to show you is the elliptical marquee tool, and make it on a new layer, not the background layer. I wanted this, and for example, it's like this. Sorry for the lag. Here it is. And I wanted to be this color. Here it is. And Control and D. Okay. So I want to make it an image. I like this. Oh, and just I'll make a background, and that's pretty good. I don't need this layer. And I want to, for example, merge. It's called merge. The layer 3 and layer 1, which is the elliptical sphere and the rectangle. Ha ha ha. So we select them both by pressing Control while clicking on the layers, and right click, merge layers. And now when we move them, here they are. Okay. You might wonder, I say you, the one watching with popcorn. Hey, this is not a cinema. No, really. You might be wondering, how do I switch so fast from the paint bucket and the move tool? I keep pressing Control, so it turns to the move tool and I can move it. And when I leave Control, it returns to the paint bucket. No, undo. No, undo. That's much better. So they're now moving together. So what if I don't want them? I want the whole, everything. I finished my work and I want it to be one layer. Right click on any of the layers, flatten image. It turns to a background, so you can't move it at all. See? Because the layer is locked. Okay. But what if I want to, for example, apply something to all the layers except one layer? So, for example, I don't want to make anything to the circle layer, the layer 3. So while selecting it, choose the lock tool. It's locked. Okay. Unlock it by this. I think that's all right. But when you flatten the image, you can't unlock it except by double clicking, as I told you, to turn it into a normal layer instead of a background. All right, bros, I think this is enough for you for one time. I'll try to post as many as possible of these mini tutorials, and I'll also try to keep up playing games while making tutorials. I think that will be hard. And I want to tell you why my upload rate is so low. Because number one, I'm a montage noob. So for example, if you watched my previous video of Surgeon Simulator, the brain transplant, I really got tired in making. You can imagine, I spent 3 days trying to make these lights of disco lights. If you haven't watched it, I'll put a link in the end of this video to the previous video. Also, the second thing, I have a very low upload speed, about 25 kilobits per second. My download is 100 kilobits per second, but I don't know why my upload is 25. If you can help me, that would be awesome. So, in conclusion, what we've learned today. Number one, what are layers? Number two, what's background? Number three, how to color the background. Number four, the Marquee selection tools. Number five, we've learned that the primary and secondary colors and how to switch between them, how to color the selection, how to deselect, how to undo, how to change the background to a normal layer, how to create a new layer, how to move stuff. What's the importance of a layer or multiple layers, how to merge specific layers, how to lock layers, how to flatten the image. I think this is a big tutorial for a starter. I'm very sorry. This is actually my first time making any tutorial, so I'm very sorry if it was hard for you. You can really watch this video multiple times. It's okay. And see you in the next episode. Bye. Wow, this bye was very bad. Bye. Hey, disco lights, disco lights. Wow, wow. Bottle chop. Again. Wrote this to himself.